My wife and I were asleep one night when both of us had a terrible fright. We dreamed they transferred us down to Guantanamo Bay. Well, the very next day, without any fail, my orders came in the U.S. mail, and before you could say unique, we were on our way. Well, we got down in the middle of June. They gave us a house with plenty of room, and we started in to live our life of ease. Well, it doesn't rain much, and it's mighty hot, and I don't know of a dustier spot, and these crazy birds go hoo-hoo in the trees. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Fidel Castro, don't you pout. 6 more months and I'll be out. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Now, right away, we soon found out that this here place, without a doubt, was the oddest place that we had been in years. It cost the Navy a lot of dough in order to run Guantanamo, but the people that really make the money is Sears. My washer is broke and the car don't run, and the only way to fix it is to buy a new one, because a ship apart, man, you ought to see the rates. WGBY, that's our TV. You tune it in. You know what you'll see, the same old movies you saw back in the States. Back in October of '63, we heard there was a hurricane out at sea, and so they sent us into the shelters to hide. Well, we was in for the whole darn day, but the doggone hurricane turned away, and so pretty soon they let us all outside. Then somebody said it turned around and we'd have to go back underground, so we went inside while the wind just blew and blew. Well, they let us out when it was night, but we was right back in before daylight, and it got so I was wondering who was hiding from who. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Fidel Castro, don't you pout. 6 more months and I'll be out. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Christmas come, but we didn't have snow, and so by golly, wouldn't you know, it sure cut down in all those winter sports. On Christmas Day, it was 93. Now, that's about as hot as I want it to be. It was the first time I ever saw Santa Claus wearing shorts. Everybody had their houses lit, and Public Works like they had a fit, because the generators was all working double time. But there wasn't any cause to row. The new year got here anyhow, and that ain't much, but I gotta make this thing right. Now Admiral Bulkley runs this base, and he's the big boss on the place, but he gets mad when things ain't going right. Old Fidel Castro's making a fuss, so the Admiral said, I've had enough. Now, I don't smoke, but I'm gonna get me a pipe. Pretty soon we had the wash day blues as we cut down on the water we use, and everything got drier and drier and drier. Now all the swimming pools is closed, and the grass don't look like it's ever been hosed, and the fire department can't even put out a fire. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Fidel Castro, don't you pout. 6 more months and I'll be out. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. We always have a lot of VIPs that come down here on business trips. Sometimes you wouldn't think this place was stranded. But right now Gitmo's in the news. Besides, we got some real cheap booze, and there ain't nobody goes back empty-handed. They roam around the whole darn base and stick their noses every place. It makes you think that you're on an inspection. But they'll forget us, don't you frown. There ain't nobody coming down as soon as we get through with this election. Now I went down to the commissary store to buy me some milk, about a gallon or more, and then I thought I'd see if the fruit was in. In the produce department, I looked around, and just like always, you know what I found? Some rotten potatoes and 21 empty bins. Now that's about all I've got to say about this place, Guantanamo Bay, except if you ain't agin us, then you're for us. And all the time I've been a-singing here, there's only one thing of which I'm sure, but this time everybody knows the chorus. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Fidel Castro, don't you pout. 6 more months and I'll be out. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Oh yeah. Cuba, Cuba, Cuba is my home. Listen, Leeward Tower, this is Navy 101. I'm turning on my downwind leg, my jet is overrun. My coolant's overheated, my fuel is almost done. You better get the crash crew out and get them on the run. Listen, Navy 101, this is Lord Tower. I cannot call the crash crew out, this is their coffee hour. You're not cleared in the pattern, now that is plain to see. So fly around me once again, you're not a VIP. listen, Leeward Tower, this is Navy 101. I'm turning on my final now, and I'm running on one lung. I can't make my carrier, it's 500 miles away. I gotta get my flight plan filed before the judgment day. Listen, Navy 101, this is Lord Tower. I'd like to let you in right now, but I don't have the power. You send a note through channels and wait for a reply. Until you get the answer back, just chase around the sky. Now listen, Leeward Tower, this is Navy 101. I'm down below 500 feet and I don't think she'll run. If you don't let me land this plane, it's gonna be my neck, 'cause I'll be sitting somewhere in $1 million wreck. Roger, Navy 101, this is Lord Tower. I sure hate to hear that you are losing all your power. If you're not headed out to sea, would you please turn around? The Admiral doesn't want your plane to crash on Cuban ground. Okay, Leeward Tower, this is Navy 101. I'm up in pilot's heaven now, my flying days are done. I'm sorry that I blew up and I couldn't make the grade. I guess I should have waited till the landing was okay.